Hello, my name is Lion, and welcome to my tavern. Please have a seat, and we'll talk about stories of old and tales sung only by bards about heroes and, oh, never mind. We won't do anything like that. What we're going to probably do is talk about how much life sucks. And sometimes it really does, and other times, well, we're just kind of our own worst enemy. But you're here, and that's what makes my day better. And I'm hoping to make your day better too. That's my honest hope. Well, that's my only hope, if we're being honest. Now, you see, what brought me here to own a tavern is a completely different story. I had focused so long on trying to bring light to others that I failed to see the light for myself. I tried to make their day a better day without knowing that mine would be even worse at times. I just wanted to provide a difference for people. To say, hey, you know what? Not everybody out here sucks. Not everybody out here wants your pain, or to put you through pain is what I mean. Some people genuinely care and they want to see you succeed. And I'm one of those types of people. I want to see you be the best you that you can possibly be. And that's always been my thing. That's always been who I've been as a person. And I would really love it if you would stay a while with me here and we'll drink together. Well, you'll do the drinking. I'll just pour them. So tell me, my friend, why do you come to me? Is it a breakup? Is it a grief, a loss? What brings you to my tavern today? Oh, okay. Let me listen to your story for a bit. Here, I'll leave the bottle on the table. Try not to have too much of it, but also take as much as you need. Now, needs and wants are very important in life. You need to separate them. Sometimes the lines are a little unclear for some people. What you need in life is to eat, to drink, to sleep. These are needs. You need to keep a roof over your head. You need to pay the bills. You need to be in the role that you're in life. And then you have wants. Wants, my father would tell me, wants will get you killed. And he didn't mean that in a literal sense, he meant it in more of a metaphorical sense. Because if you are driven by your wants, you will often be driven off a cliff. However, wants are not altogether a bad thing. It is not a bad thing to want for something different, to have a goal, to have a hope. But you have to acknowledge the fact that these things are sometimes out of our reach. Well, out of our immediate reach. What we're looking for is something that we can attain relatively easily because it's the little tiny building blocks that make us go forward in life, that make us succeed. We do things in small bits. Now, I like to tell other people that I never do anything in halves. Either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. I don't fret whether or not that's going to happen or, it's a maybe. Maybes do not build things. Okay? That's another thing. Maybes will never help you succeed. So, be very clear about what you need, be very clear about what you want, and try to get rid of maybes in your life. Look for definites. Look for this is true, this is real, this is something that I want. Not, maybe I want this, maybe I want that, I don't know. Well, if you don't know something, then find the answer. Now, some people come to me for answers, and that is definitely not a good idea. I am not here to provide answers. I'm here to provide drinks and hope. Well, not hope. I should say I'm here to provide a service, and the service is filling your glass and listening to you. You see, for as much as I hope and pray for your success, I cannot do anything to impact it other than pour drinks, other than listen to you. Now, for those of you going through heartache and loss and grief, I completely understand. As I'm making this first video, I am suffering some of the worst grief I have ever gone through in my life, and I have lived for some moments now. But we move past these things, we keep moving forward. That's the big deal about life. We're put down here. We don't know why we're put down here. We believe different things. But I truly believe that no matter who you are, no matter what you do, we all bleed the same blood and we all have the same hopes and fears to some extent. We need the same things. So instead of looking at what divides us, we should look at what unites us as a people. Okay? Look at things like, oh, hey, they're not as different as I thought they were, or I don't like that type of a person. Do not judge a person by what the outlook of their, life is, what you perceive to be their life is. Judge them for how they treat you. Judge them and judge is a strong word. Judge meaning um, your perception of that moment. What judge really means is that you have cast a verdict upon them. You have cast a determination of their fate. Don't ever do that. Don't sell anyone short, ever, because people will surprise you. And if you judge a book by its cover, you've never read the book. So, interact with your fellow people. Learn what their stories are. Learn what their books say. It's always been a fascination of mine. I come from a very closed minded family. Well, my ancestors were a bit closed minded. And I always strove to understand the stories of people that were different to me and what made their hopes and fears, what made their lives. And I wanted to contribute something to that because I think we're all on the same journey, but sometimes we walk together at different moments. And that journey is from birth to death. So, it's not the end of the line that matters. It is how we get there. It's how Frodo got the ring to the volcano that matters. Now, sure, they could have, you know, done something different with that and sped the process up. But if you diminish the journey, then you diminish the need and the reason for the journey. So, if you have any takeaway from this, it's treat people better than you get treated. Sometimes we get treated like complete and utter crap, and we want to use that resentment and treat someone else like crap. That's not the right way to live. The right way to live is to radiate light and goodness from inside you. So when they have treated you like crap, say, well, okay, you might feel this way, but here's something else that you're not seeing. Here's something that's within me that I'm going to give to you. I'm going to give you a smile because a smile costs nothing at the end of every single day. There is no cost for a smile. There is, however, a cost for a frown. Think about that. What does the frown cost that the smile does not? Well, the frown weighs upon you. That weight is a cost. Whereas a smile lifts you up. This is to be said for light and darkness. Darkness weighs on us, drags us down. Negative emotions, negative feelings, they all drag us down. Whereas the lighter feelings lift us up. They make us happy, they make us smile. So, my challenge to anyone hearing this is to radiate more light into the world than you do darkness. And I think you'll be surprised to see what happens. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. And yeah, we should really work on a drink list here, shouldn't we? And also, for you people that can't drink, for the younger folk, we do have ciders here. We do have fruit juices. And well, the occasional soda from time to time. Um, Stop in, say hi, and have a good day out there. Treat each other decently. Or is that a Bill and Ted quote? Anyway, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.